Italy is known for many things, from its world-famous cuisine, cities and towns, architecture, contribution to the arts, music and fashion, and so many other things that I could list out. With so many different aspects to consider when planning a vacation to Italy, you may overlook another area where it stands out: its beaches. In this video, I'm going to focus on southern Italy, namely the Puglia, Sicily, and Sardinia regions, and rank the 10 best beaches overall. And make sure to watch until the end to learn about the absolute best one. And before we kick it off, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more great travel content. The first beach on this list is in the incomparable Puglia region. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in Italy and called the Maldives of Italy, Marina di Pescoluse. Located about an hour away from Lecce, this breathtaking beach is a must. It's incredibly expansive with its fine white sand, a rarity in Puglia, and contains gorgeous and clear turquoise water. It's a great place to spend a few hours of your time on the beach, but be forewarned that it gets incredibly crowded. I give this beach an 8.5 out of 10. There's not too much here other than the beach, so it makes for a great place to spend the day if that's all you're looking for. The next beach is located in the incredibly gorgeous coastal city of Cefalù on the northern coast of Sicily, about an hour from Palermo. The great thing about this incredibly long and expansive beach with beautiful, warm, turquoise water is that it's located right in a great city, so it's very convenient. It's a great place to spend a good part of the day or to cool off after scaling the dominating monolith of a promontory in the background that's filled with Greek and Norman ruins, where you can get a great view of the beach in the entire city. Given the fact that it's a city beach, it's crowded, but due to the size of the beach, not overwhelmingly so, and you can easily find space of your own. Overall, I give Cefalù Beach an 8.7 out of 10. It's a must to do if you're in Sicily. Located about 30 minutes on the coast from Lecce, also in Puglia, was not only one of my favorite towns in the region, but Italy as a whole. Otranto, which is Italy's easternmost town, is a great mixture of history, architecture, views, seafront restaurants, and most importantly, an incredible white sandy beach jutting out into the most perfect turquoise water. There are actually two beaches right in town that are absolutely stunning and well worth making a beach day, and of course, they're very nice to swim in. On top of that, the town is well worth spending time in. In its center sits an imposing castle that you can visit, and you can spend a bit of time exploring the old town that surrounds it. Overall, I gave Otranto an 8.75 out of 10. It's a great day trip or a place to stay when in Puglia. Located on the outskirts of Taormina, one of the most beautiful and magical places to visit in Italy, and the setting for the second season of White Lotus, is Isola Bella. Isola Bella, which means beautiful island, is centered around a tiny rock outcrop island with a little house on it, flanked by two narrow crescent-shaped beaches on its wings. Given its proximity to Taormina, one of the most popular tourist destinations in Sicily, Isola Bella is incredibly crowded, so make sure to get here early. Taormina itself is located on a plateau, so you have to descend quite a bit to get to Isola Bella. I walked, but it's really steep and unpleasant when it's hot. There's a cable car though that's around 2 to 4 euros that takes you to a stop few minutes away from the beach by foot. I recommend doing that. On the northern crescent of the beach, there are a bunch of beach clubs to choose from, all with great views, umbrellas, and access to food and drinks. On the southern crescent is more open space where you can use the beach and be left to your own devices. Overall, I give Isola Bella a 9 out of 10. It's a beautiful beach that you have to check out when you're in Taormina. Located 20 minutes outside of the sleepy Sicilian city of Agrigento, a city famous for its incredible Greek ruins, lies an incomparably beautiful beach, Scala dei Turchi, or the Stairs of the Turks. This beach is dominated by the famous, gorgeous, and blindingly white rocky cliffs overlooking the warm turquoise and blue water. They got their name because the Saracen and Turkish pirates used to climb them to raid the surrounding villages by climbing these stairs. It has an unfortunate and barbarous history, but makes for beautiful scenery. They do look pretty climbable, to be fair though. There are many different beaches to choose from that are more or less the same with varying degrees of crowdedness. If you want a more secluded beach, it's there. If you want a beach with beach clubs and restaurants, you can also find them. So this makes the area a great place to spend the day. Overall, I give the Scala de Turkey a 9.25 out of 10 for its sheer and unique beauty, ease to get to, and being a bit off the beaten path compared to other beaches in Italy. Located around 30 minutes from Lecce in Puglia is a beach with a name that's hard to pronounce for a non-Italian speaker, I Faraglioni di Sant'Andrea, or the Sea Stacks of Sant'Andrea. It's a marvel of the Adriatic coastline filled with incredible wind and sea-weathered rock formations that form the backdrop of gorgeous beaches. It's considered one of the most amazing wonders of nature in Puglia, and for good reason. I really enjoyed the beautiful, clear, and warm turquoise water and getting to witness the surrounding areas. This is a great candidate for a beach day or at least a few hours. Be prepared for crowds though. I give this beach a 9.3 out of 10. Located in the stunning Sicilian region of Trapani on the northwestern coast lies one of the most impressive beaches that I've ever seen, San Vito Lo Capo. It's in a small seaside town on the northern side of the Trapani province and is an incredibly large 3-kilometer long or 1.8 miles white sand beach that has the most perfect combination of azure and turquoise shallow water that is overlooked by Mount Monaco. This place is perfect for a beach day, and even during a popular time to go, it was easy to find space on the beach given how massive it is. The town itself is kind of boring and desolate, so I wouldn't recommend staying over, but it's an easy day trip from the city of Trapani or even Palermo. Overall, I give San Vito Lo Capo a 9.5 out of 10 for being an absolutely magical beach that is unparalleled. Now on to the top 3 beaches. Isola Tavolara was one of the first images that I saw that made the island of Sardinia a absolute must for me. It looks like a gigantic and mythical sea behemoth diving into the water. It's actually a small island off the northeast coast though, that is a limestone massif. It's 5 kilometers long and 1 kilometer wide, and has steep cliffs at each end, and the highest point of Monte Canone is 565 meters above sea level. To get here, you take a ferry from Porto San Paolo, which is about 20 minutes south of Olbia. The ferry costs about 15 euros round trip and takes around 40 minutes one way. During high season, they run hourly, but when I went in late September, it was every few hours. On the island, there isn't much to do beyond going to the incredible beach and taking in the magical and unreal view. You can also hike around the island, and I even saw people rock climbing. There's a couple of restaurants and other small cafes to eat or get drinks from. When I went there in late September, I found the water to be a bit cold, but still swimmable and of course enjoyable. Overall, this was one of my favorite things to do in Sardinia in general, and I consider it an absolute must, and it can be accomplished in a half or a full day. I give it a 9.75 out of 10. Cala Luna, or Moon Beach, is on the northern part of the Baunai coast in Sardinia and is only reachable by boat or through a hike, which makes this beach feel earned. I personally rented a boat from Cala Goloritzé, where there are many options to rent. I selected a 5-meter long dinghy, which was more than enough for me, and it only cost about 160 euros for a full day plus gas, which is around 20 to 30 euros. It doesn't require a boating license, and they give you a quick tutorial, which may be a bit intimidating, but when in Sardinia, right? It's well worth it, as you can boat over to Cala Luna, but there's also many other incredible beaches that are only reachable by boat. Cala Luna is one of the most scenic beaches on the entire eastern coast of Sardinia and Italy in general. This expansive beach is incredibly spacious, and despite only being accessible by boat or hiking, is incredibly crowded. It's located at the mouth of a beautiful river and is set against a backdrop of steep limestone cliffs, lush greenery, and white sand that meets the turquoise and azure blue waters that are perfectly clear. On top of that, it has 5 amazing caves. This beach is stunning and unique even for the Baunai coast, given its size, beauty, and unique geological formations. You can't really do better. I only give the last beach on this list a higher mark, so stay tuned. I give this beach a 9.8 out of 10. This beach is perfect for a beach day. the last and certainly not least beach on this list, and the number one beach overall, is also on the Baunai coast, Cala Goloritzé. Cala Goloritzé is on the southern extreme of the Baunai coast and is only reachable by boat or through a 1-hour hike, which makes this relatively small beach especially special. Cala Goloritzé was my first stop on the coast, and it's one of the most iconic, celebrated, and recognizable beaches in Sardinia and Italy. It was actually formed in 1962 after a landslide detached a sandstone wall, leaving its iconic rock formation. If you get here by boat, make sure to anchor 200 meters offshore in the absolutely incredible, gorgeous, clear, warm, and turquoise water. The beach is beyond stunning and absolutely unreal with the scenery, colors, water, and the fun of getting there. I give it an easy 9.9 out of 10. It belongs in the upper echelon of all beaches in the known universe. This beach is a great one to spend the day in, although due to its size and popularity, it can get a bit crowded. It's definitely worth it though. Well, that wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Do you agree with my rankings? Did I miss anything? Feel free to comment below. Southern Italy is such a wonderful place, and I hope you get to visit the beaches there soon. Ciao.